Let's go! All right, guys, how you doing? Just thought we would take some time to fill in the rest of these notes so we can get back to business on Thursday when our schedule is back to regular times. All right, so I'm just on that next page in the packet here. It says write in an inequality and solve. All right, so they're basing it off this sign here with the free standard shipping when you spend $75 or more. So it says you already spent $24 online for clothes. Write and solve an inequality to represent the additional amount you must spend to get free shipping. So this is gonna kind of be like one of those ones we were working on in class the other day. So we know that it has to be at least 75. So as soon as you spend 75, you're going to be good. So we're going to start with that. The letter you use for how much more you have to spend doesn't really matter. All right, it doesn't tell us what to use, so we'll just use X. I've already spent 24. So basically, if I subtract the 24 from the 75, that'll tell us how much more. But this is the inequality that we would write for that problem. Next page, assignment number 3. All right. Again, they're doing some division problems here where they're writing it sideways. I like to see it like this. So you remember from the other day, we can multiply both sides by 3. And that will give us the P on this side. So it'll be P is greater than 6. So again, if we're going to do a quick graph here, it's going to be an open circle at 6. And it is going to point to the right, just like it is in the inequality. So nice open circle here, shading to the right to show the graph for the inequality. Okay, next one, we've got fraction again. If you remember, we can multiply by the reciprocal here, which is 5/3. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 5/3. Again, this might be a calculator problem for some of you. That's going to cancel this out very nice here. That'll leave us with Q on this side, less than or equal to. I don't have my calculator with me, so I'm going to go 6 times 5, which is 30. And I'm going to divide that by 3. So that's going to be 10. Again, quick review on the graph. We will have a closed circle this time because of the equal sign in our inequality. And this time it will point to the left. So all our solutions will be less than or equal to 10. And our last one here, I guess this is a 1. I'm just going to multiply both sides by 7 to get rid of my fraction. So 7 is less than S. If you remember from class, you want to rewrite that. Because I want the S on the left-hand side. It's pointing at the 7, so it should still be pointing at the 7. So S is greater than 7. Again, that would be an open circle at 7, pointing to the right. Okay, we've got a couple here with division. Again, these are just like our equations, one step. We're going to divide by 11 on that. K will be less than or equal to 3. We're not going to worry about graphing it. I think we've got the point on that. Again, we're going to multiply here. So I'm going to use the division to undo it, and that's a J is greater than 4 when I do the division. And then finally, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 here to get that M by itself. So again, I'm going to get that 25 on the left-hand side here. So I want to make sure I rewrite this with the M on the left. It's pointing at the 25, so that will be greater than or equal to 25 on the rewrite. Okay. Got another sign here, passenger cars toll 250. So there's a sign on the road, toll road, Alligator Alley. Write and solve the inequality represent the number of times someone can drive on Alligator Alley with $15. All right, so we've got so many trips we can make here. I guess I'll use T for the number of trips. Now, normally we would say equals 15 to figure it out, but for this one, you know, we don't have more than $15. So we're going to go through, we're going to divide by the 2.50. And the most trips we can make, it looks like, so this would be 5. If I doubled it, that would be 3. So it looks like 6 times is the maximum. So T would be less than or equal to 6 trips with that $15. Okay, this is what they talked about in the other video a little bit, and we talked about it in class. Again, when we're rewriting, just look to see where the arrow is. Okay, this one's good. I wouldn't rewrite that. If I wanted to rewrite this one, it would be 5 is less than 6. Again, it's pointing at the 5, so it would continue pointing at the 5. And then this one here is good because we've got it on the left. I would have no reason to rewrite that one. This is where we've got that sign issue from the video that you guys watched on your own. When we multiply and divide with a negative sign, that is going to change the order of the sign. Special rule alert. So we still solve it like we always did, but that's going to change the sign right here. The sign right here has to change when we multiply or divide by a negative number. So it'll actually be is greater than -2. So we just have to be careful of that. So we get a 2-step one here. Going to add 9. Again, we're not changing anything here when we solve these. Just we have different signs. And then again, this is the special rule. I'm dividing by a negative with an inequality, so that is going to change the order or the way the sign is pointing. Everything else is the same. So that will be less than or equal to. When we started, it was greater than or equal to. Last one here. Looks like we're going to have a fraction answer on this one because I'm dividing by a bigger number than what I have. Again, dividing by a negative number, I must change the order of the sign. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and then 5/20ths would be 1/4, or 0.25 if you did the decimal. Okay, we get a couple more here for practice. You guys can try to do these on your own and see how you do. We'll check them out on Thursday when you're back. And then we'll probably do a little review game or something in class with the quizzes, preset, answer questions, etc. All right, guys. Once you're done with this video, make sure you turn it in and make sure you did fill in your packet that you had. All right. Have a great day.